I just transformed Unity's 3D game kit by designing nearly 500 unique sounds and implementing them using Audiokinetic's Wwise. Now, I'll show you how I did it. Hi, my name is Matt Veirs, and welcome to my sound design and implementation reel. One of the first things the player comes across in the game is Ellen's weapon, the ancient alien staff. To create the swipe, I recorded several different sounds. After layering them, I added a tonal layer made from a slowed down guitar melody I played. To keep a clean mix, I sidechained the ambiences using RTPCs that rise with each swipe. Different methods were used to record each kind of footstep needed for Ellen. All recordings were cleaned of any unwanted background noise. Pitch and volume randomization were added to give more variation to the footsteps. When Ellen reaches low health, a heartbeat is triggered. All other sounds are filtered except for her vocalizations, which go to a bus with delay and reverb, signaling the player to find a health box quickly. One of the enemies Ellen faces is the Chompers. They might be small, but they have a vicious bite. Their vocalizations come from a combination of alligator, lion, and dog recordings layered together. Designing their bite, pieces of celery were broken in half and then layered in different octaves. I then punched handfuls of celery along with squeezing pieces together to craft the impact. Granular synthesis, played in reverse, was used along with multiple effects to create the dissolving of the defeated Chompers. Playback limiting was utilized on the Chompers to keep a clean mix. Ellen's biggest threat is the powerful Grenade Golem. The Grenade Golem's vocalizations were produced from recordings of myself speaking in a made-up language and heavily processing them. Footsteps were designed from processed recordings of stomping a ladder onto a concrete floor layered with a synth. The Grenade Golem's weak spot is located on its back. To help guide the player to the engine, cone attenuation was applied. An RTPC was set up to slightly lower the pitch the farther away the player gets to the engine, creating a Doppler effect. The sound of the engine came from recording all three intensities of a handheld electronic massager and processing them together. As well, the pitch is raised more and more every time the player successfully damages it. The Grenade Golem has 3 different attacks. The death of the Grenade Golem was constructed from recordings of a filing cabinet, a metal chain, and a vacuum powering off, played in reverse. Blend containers were used for ambiences along with RTPCs that were used for mapping out each ambience as well as reverb zones. Spatialized bird calls made by manipulating my voice were implemented as well to add an extra layer of 3D ambience. Using a spinning bike tire with added processing, I created the sound of the fireflies. Multiple layers of granular synthesis were used to create the sound of Ellen's dropship. As Ellen comes to the end of her journey, she comes across the teleporter. To bring this to life, I designed a shepherd tone, then added layers of granular synthesis, chimes, animal calls, and wind. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.